Good morning, friends. Welcome to GoOnlineTrainings.com. We had seen a couple of visualizations, basic visualizations, filtering of data, and visualizing categorical data, then visualizing trend data. And today, let us understand visualizing KPI data. KPI means key performance indicators. So, what are the visualizations as part of KPI we're going to discuss? Means we have card visualization every time we are using this, right? And then multi-row card visualization is also there. Gauge visualization to understand your targets and goals. Salespeople will have targets and goals, right? Actual sales and targets, right? So if you wanted to find out what is the sales versus targets or goals, then you can go in for gauge, or that people will be calling as a gauge, and KPI, key performance visualization. So, and the last one in this category is funnel chart. Okay. So let us understand one by one. So, and also we could see a lot of tool tips, right? And how you can prepare a customized tool tip. So that is also very, very important. So tool tips we're able to see when you mouse over it, you will be able to see some information. So you can also make customized tool tips and you can use them. Okay. So that is what we're going to discuss today. And KPI visualizations are very, very important. If you wanted to see the card visualization, let me quickly go to Power BI and load the data of AdventureWorks. Monday, we don't have class, guys, remember. So Monday, I'm not available. Tuesday, will continue. So AdventureWorks data I'm going to be taking. And customers, products, and sales data I'm going to be taking. So data is being loaded. So yeah, if you wanted to see the what is the grand total, so that is where the first one is called card visualization. This is a part of the KPI, key performance indicators. If you wanted to know what is the grand total or what is the average, what is the minimum, what is the maximum, if you wanted to understand this one, you need to use it. So I wanted to drag and drop this. And before that, let me just go and maximize the size. You should not change like this in the real time. Okay, you need to use fit to page. That is a default one only. You should not change these options in the real time. Remember that. Okay, so I wanted to enlarge the size. So that is the reason, increase the size. That is the reason I'm using. So this is the card visualization. You have only one field well. You have only one field well. In this, what is that we're going to be dragging and dropping? Only the fact data. Only the fact data. I wanted to know sales amount, right? As soon as you drag and drop the sales amount, by default, whatever be the, when you click on this, you should be able to see in this fact data, what is the summarization it is going to be ticked? It is already sum, right? Automatically, which is going to be summing the data. Clear? But instead of summing, I wanted to know average. Okay. Or I wanted to know number of customers or number of transactions. What is the total sales, number of transactions in this day? I wanted to do means you have to count the data, right? So by default, so in this category, the sum has been, default value. Now you can modify this value by going here. So whenever you drag and drop this one, it is not going to give you sum, it is going to be giving average, right? But let it be there. But now what I'm trying to do, I'll just go there and click on visual border and shadow. Now I wanted to Control C and Control V, take the same thing and delete it. So what I'm trying to use, I wanted to have the sales amount, but this time I don't want to use sum. Why it is showing sum? Because when you click on this, when you go, by default, the summarization will be the sum. Because of this, when you drag and drop, it is going to be doing sum. But I wanted to go and perform, I want to know the average, the sales amount. So this will be your average sales amount. Like that, you can change a lot of things. Whatever you wanted to change, you should be able to change like this, right? So if you wanted to know number of, what is that? Total number of sales, Control C, Control V. I wanted to take one value. So let me just go there, take one value. I wanted to know, total number of transactions, how many transactions happened. So how do you find out? You can take any non-null column. You can take a non-null column. So if you have order date or anything, any column where you don't have the nulls, clear. You may have a customer key, currency key. For example, I can take the customer key. You don't get any nulls. So automatically, which is going to be counting. So total number of transaction happened is this much, 60,000 plus transactions. Okay. You have to take any one field, but it is going to be counting what? A counting operation, right? So what is the field you need to have? The non-null value. For example, if you have, for example, I have one table called employee table. In the employee table, I have employee ID, employee name, employee salary, right? So employee ID 1, name Ram, salary is null, right? So 2, Sita, salary is 2000. Like that I have, so some data like this. Now, if I wanted to know number of employees in this, so you can say count of EAD. So when you drag and drop EAD, it is going to be counting, right? So it is going to be counting 1, 2, 3. So you have 3 customers. So you are using this value. Or you can also say count of this name. That is also fine. You can use count of a name. So drag and drop this, it is going to be giving you 3 because you have 1, 2, 3. And but when you drag and drop the salary column, so what will happen? Since you have a null value there, so you will be able to get it 2 because it is going to be counting non-null data. So whenever you use count operation, make sure that you should not use the null column. If you have a null column, total number of rows are 3, but you supposed to get a 2. Why? Because there is a null value. So if anybody is asking you, you wanted to find a number of transactions or number of rows, definitely you need to drag and drop non-null column into the this one. So it is going to be counting any field where you don't have any nulls. How do you verify? So normally you can customer key columns will not have nulls, right? So you can just go there and check are there any blank values. Okay, so come down. So there is no blank at all. Everything is fine, right? So not this, right? So let me just go to this table. So customer key, if you have any nulls, it will be able to show you in the bottom. So there is no null value at all. Clear? So there is a select all, there is no null value. So you can take one column. So that column you should be able to use so that you will be able to find out number of rows in this. Okay. So that is the need for the card visualization. But I wanted to get all the data. I wanted to find out not only sum of sales, I wanted to find out you have a lot of other columns, profit, tax, amount. So in this, you're going to be having only one field level. But I wanted to show multiple values, means you can just go and use this multi-row card visualization. So I wanted to use this. Let me drag and drop this. And in this, you can have multiple values. So I can have sales amount. I can have a profit. See, everything can be added into the single field well, and I can have a freight amount. So whatever you wanted to have, I wanted to have some transaction amount. I wanted to, take some, whatever you wanted to have, you should be, order quantity I wanted to have. Lot of things you should be able to adjust them. You should be able to keep them. So however you would like to keep, you should be able to just place them. So this is what is called multi-card visualization or multi-row card visualization. Instead of having a single one, you can have multiple things, and you should be able to uh, format this. When you go for this, what are the formatting options you have? Call out data. So this data display units, you can show them in a none, or you can have them in the millions, or you can have them in the billions, whatever you wanted to have. Or if you wanted to show the data into the your lakhs and crores Indian currency. So own DAX formulas you should be able to write. So you can have your own DAX formula so that you can show the data in the lakhs or crores, or by default, you will be able to see everything in this specified display units as per this one only. So billions, trillions, or if you say auto will be millions only. Clear? So apart from that, you don't have, you can give the labels if you wanted to give. So colors, if you wanted to modify, you can, this is the label. So that you wanted to give, you can make it off. If you don't need the label, you can just remove this, but you need to give the title. If you remove the label, sum of sales amount. So if you wanted to remove the label, give the title, go to general, there is a title, make it on. So this is total sales. Okay. Total sales, I can just give it, and this may be filling color. I don't need this. I wanted to have in this color and middle alignment and border and like this. So if you don't need the title, don't give both of them, title as well as the category label. Don't give both of them, then it will be not useful. Okay, either give this, or if you don't want to give that, you can go in for the title and give this. Either one of them, either this or that, but not both of them. So these are the couple of things that you need to understand as part of the card visualization. Apart from that, you don't have anything. If you wanted to find out number of rows, then definitely you need to drag and drop what is called as a non-null column into this field vec. So that is what you got to understand. But if you wanted to deal with a multi-card visualization, means the properties are as it is, then these styles you can have. So a lot of styles so are there. So border positions, if you want to give the border position, that you can give. And this is accent bar, some line you're able to get it. This is the bar. If you want to have it, you can have it. Otherwise, if you don't need the bar, just remove it. And I never used what is the purpose of this bar. And properties you have, again, normal properties only. All these things you can experiment it. Again, you have call out value, and you have styles. That's it, nothing else I think we can have. So these are self-explanatory that you can use it. So this is the second one in the KPI card visualization. First is this, next is this, and before that you have a gauge or gauge control or gauge visualization, right? If you wanted to deal with the actual sales versus goal or sales versus targets, if you wanted to deal with kind of a data, and probably we're going to be using gauge control. And the next to that, we have one more thing is called KPI, right? So KPI means key performance indicators. In this also, if you wanted to show actual sales versus goals, for example, in goonlinetrainings.com, we're supposed to have, let us say, 10,000 sales. So that is the goal. But what is achieved? Achieved is only 5,000. That means 50% is achieved, something like that. So what is the goal and what is the actual per month, per day, or per year per quarter, whatever be the target. Every sales manager will have a target, right? So target versus actuals, if you wanted to see, we can use so the gauge controls, or you can use what is called as a KPI controls, key performance controls. Then we have this is map, right? So one is called a funnel chart. So this is what is called funnel chart. This is also part of KPI, visualizations. So we are going to be discussing about all these things. Let me just, drag and drop the gauge visualization. So, and here you will be able to take the gauge visualization. In this values, you have minimum value, maximum value, and a target value. So without a target, so minimum value means actual sales. So target means, as I discussed, target means $10,000. That is a target, right? But actual sales is the value is 5,000. So based on that, it is going to be adjusting the scale, because this is what is called a scale, right? It is going to be starting with 0 and it is going to be having some maximum value, right? It is going to be taking this minimum value, maximum value, and based on that, it is going to be setting the scale. The scale purpose we're going to be having. So you can put your own scale, or automatically it is going to be, creating its scale. So now I wanted to take some other KPI sales data. Let me click on there's a KPI sales data I have. Yeah, this is KPI sales data. So this data, I'm going to be using it. So let me add this data. So you have, let me add KPI sales data. Then we have funnel data also. The data we'll discuss later. Okay. So I wanted to show you the data first. Click on this and go to KPI sales data. I have year wise, month wise, month name, month number, sales and target. So this is a sales target. So the target was for the January month in 2010, the target was 1,200, but actual sales is 1,000. So almost 80%, right? But actual, say target was 800. It is sales is beyond the target. It is more, right? Now target is 500. The sales is more, right? The target is 1,500. The sales is less. And the target is 1,700. Sales is 1,300. So say that is June month. The target is 1,300, but the sales is more. Like that, I wanted to, Naveen, I think your video is on. Naveen, or who else? Whose video is on, just check. Yeah. So like that, I have year wise, month wise sales versus target. Okay. Na? So this is the data I wanted to show. For this kind of a data, we are going to be using a KPI. Either we can use gauge control or we can use KPI. So these are the things that we have it. So I'm going to be using this data, and I wanted to drag and drop a gauge control. Let me just go there and KPI sales in that. So when you go up values means actual sales value that you have to drag and drop. Now, later, I wanted to have the target. What is my target? Sales target is there. So that data you wanted to have it. Clear? So minimum value, maximum value, it is automatically taken. Have you seen this? Now, minimum value is always 0. Minimum value is always 0. It is automatically taken. Maximum value, this value into 2. This value into 2, it is going to be the maximum value. Clear? The scale will be created. This is a scale from which to, from 0 to 100 or 0 to 1,000. So what is the maximum value that you cannot define? So that value will be based on this. Based on this, you will come to know what is the value. This into 2, 51 into 2, almost, this value. It may be 51 point blah, blah, blah will be there. So because of that, you will be able to get 103K. So the maximum value automatically taken. So when you give your values, this gauge is not shown properly. So never use these controls. But if you wanted to use, you can use it. but this is not the right way to use the, the scales. Scales, let it take automatically. Always the minimum scale will be 0. Okay, the maximum scale will be this value into 2 times, so that you will get the proper values. Clear? Now, if you wanted to show the data labels and everything, data labels are on, it is going to show you. Now, you can let us understand how it is going to be functioning. I would like to take this. Let me delete all these things I don't need. Right? Let me just take this here, and you will be able to understand with the proper slicer. Let me drag and drop the slicer. In the slicer, I wanted to drag and drop the month name, right? So month name is, I wanted to have Jan, Feb, March properly, but it is not able to show you in the proper direction. Why? Because it is sorting the data A, B, C, right? But I wanted to sort the data based on not the text, based on the month number. So how do you sort this? How do you sort? So for the sorting purpose, when you click on this, there is a sort by column. Have you seen this? Because I should not get like this. When you drag and drop the month name, it is sorting the data like this. But what I should do, I have to have in the Jan, Feb, March. What should I do? I have to go to the month name. When you go to the month name, when you click on this, step number 1, step number 2, you will be able to get the sort by column, right? In the sort by column, you will be able to find out it is sorted based on the month name. I wanted to use month number. That's it. Okay. Now it is properly sorting. Have you seen this? So we need to click on the month name only, not month number. Click on the month name and click on here, and it is sorting like this earlier. So if you sort based on the month name, you will not get the proper order. So you need to click on this, go and click on the month number, so that you will be able to see the proper data. So remember, many times you will be able to see this kind of an issues. So how to tackle them, you have to know clearly. Right. So I have created this and I wanted to remove this drawings and everything. Now I wanted to have the format painter. Now you see January, February, right? So this one, but before that, I wanted to have year numbers also, right? Year-wise sales, year-wise, month-wise sales. I wanted to have one more slicer. So let me just take this and drag and drop the year number also, right? Year number. So by default, I wanted to have some vertical list. Yeah, I wanted to have some vertical list. So I would like to take 2010. Okay, 2010, the actual complete target is this much. Okay, now it is beyond this. Now let me go one by one. So in the January month, it is sum of sales versus the target, right? So it is 900. Now 900 is the target. Okay, actual sales is 800. Have you seen this? Now when you mouse over it, you will come to know sum of sales versus target. Okay, sum of sales is 900. Okay, target is 800. This is target actually. This is target. This is sum of sales. Okay, let me just go there, and you will be able to know sum of sales is 790, but target is 500. Okay, like that you should be able to see all this data. Sum of sales is 1200, but target is 1500. Like that, you should be able to see the data based on these values. Okay, so again, from 2011, you should be able to see the data like this. What is the sum of sales? What is the target? So all of them you should be able to see and you should be able to understand. This is what is called gauge control data. So this value into 2. So the maximum value will be always this value into 2. This is the maximum value, so that you will get the proper gauge, proper shape and everything will come. But if you give your units means it may change. Okay, the gauge is not going to appear properly. So this is how you can understand what is the sales and what is the target if you wanted to know. So this is the thing that you can have it. Sum of sales is 1400. This is actual sales and what is the target. So everything is going to be displayed like this. Okay, so this is what is called gauge control. And we have one more control, KPI control. So key performance indicators control. So that will also show you in the proper orders. Let me go and take this KPI data. Now, in the KPI data, again, you have a value, you have trend axis and target. Now, I wanted to use this. So this is one I have told you, right? Sorting by. Now, I wanted to have KPI visualization. Again, it is going to be taking target versus goals. Now, what is the indicator? And that is a sales value. Then trend axis, I'm going to be giving year wise. And the target is target. So, I wanted to have target value is target value, right? So, values means actual sales values I'm going to be giving. And here I'm going to be giving year wise how the things are happening. So, that is what I wanted to take it. So, I wanted to take it. Let me take these two things and control C and control V, right? So don't sync. So you can have like this. So year by year, you should be able to easily understand how the things are happening. So I wanted to simply go and let me click on year. Now go to the January month. Now you can understand the goal is this much, the sales is this much, it's dropped by 16%. So have you seen this? This is the beauty about KPI. So this information is not shown in this. This information is not shown in this. But when you go to KPI, you will be able to understand all these things clearly. That is the difference between KPI and this. So when you click on January, actual goal is this much and actual sales is this much and it dropped by this minus 16%. Clear? Now it is able to show you in the green color. So it is plus 12% because goal 800, but it is going to be, giving you like this. So it is 58%, right? It is minus 20, it is minus 25, like that. You should be able to understand this within the year. Within the year, it is going to be, so January month, fantastic. February month, fantastic. So March month, it is minus 10% drop. Okay, goal 500. So if you wanted to see the data like this, instead of a gauge control, gauge is good. Instead of a gauge control, when you go in for the KPI, KPI is going to be giving you much more details. So all these things dropping by percentages and increasing by percentages, all of them, you will not be able to see them here. But when you go to the KPI, you should be able to understand. So these things. So these are the important thing. Okay. So how the goal value, you're not going to be setting, right? Goal value, the data will be given by the customers, right? So this targets means goals. So this will be given by the customer. It is not your data, right? Customers are going to be giving for the sales manager or for the month of November. This is the goal. So all this data will be given that you have to simply use it. Okay. So we are not writing any data. We never write any data as per, our guidelines. So we only create these visualizations, but we need to educate them. You can see that kind of a data either using a gauge or we can use the KPI. You can give the slices like this so that they will be able to understand. So this is how you should be able to understand. Now you have to know the formatting properties. These things already you know it. If you wanted to change these icons, increase the size, decrease the size, the trend axis, or high is in this color, neutral in this color, bad in this color. You can change these colors for the trend axis. And target label values, if you want to modify, you can change this values and everything, right? So this is there in the this color. This is what is called value. So whatever you wanted to modify, so distance to goal, percentage I am showing. So actual value, if you wanted to have, you can have like this. So whatever you wanted to modify, or I need the both means, you should be able to get both, but both will confuse the customer, right? So this is the how we should be able to customize and use this. So these are pretty much easy, straightforward. That is what is called KPI control. The last one in this is we're talking about a funnel chart. So let me tell you. So the funnel chart, it is going to be telling you each process how it is happening. I wanted to show you some data. Let me go to Excel workbook. So let me take the same KPI sales data. In that only, we have a funnel chart data. So let me show you some data about my company. Let me show you some data about my company. So the funnel chart data is my company's data, goonlinetrainings.com data. So every month, or as of now last year, let us understand we got 1200 inquiries, right? Out of 1200 inquiries, so how many people have attended demo? 250 people, attended demo, given a month or given a quarter, whatever it is, given a year, I have some data like this. So, or let us take it is 1 month data. So enrolled out of 250, 210 people got enrolled. Out of 210 people, 180 people got the placements. Okay, some data for a month I have it. I wanted to know how the each processing is happening. So where we are drastically, coming down, I want to, understand using the funnel chart. So funnel chart can be used to understand each and every process in your company, in which process you have to, make changes. So this is what is called funnel chart. What is the category, values, and tooltips, right? So I wanted to have the category, and category drag and drop it here, and the value I have to drag and drop it here, nothing else. So I have only two information. One is called category. Category means in which dimension, dimensional data. So in which dimension you are looking at your data. So I wanted to use the category and value, same data I wanted to show it here. Now, let me give the border. Give the border and go back, and data labels are on, and labels I wanted to give none. So let me remove like this. Okay, so this is what is my data. Now you drastically see, this is what is, you think this data is whatever be the value, this is what is called 100% of data. So that is what you have. So 100% of data from here to here, you see, this is a big bar, but this is a very small bar. So from here to here, there is a big drastic changes happening. From here to here, the change is not much. From here to here, the change is not much. We are able to see small gaps. But from here to here, there's a big gap. Here to here, there's a big gap. Then you can understand you have 1200 people. Out of 1200 people, when you see, so there is a drastic changes here. The drastic changes here. So in which place you need to control. So where the problems are occurring, you will come to know. So attending demo where we are losing much more people. So after that, enrollment placements are happening properly, fine. But from inquiries to attending demo, this is where the big gap I can identify, because it is a big bar. And from this, we're able to get only these many people. See, somebody has inquired, but definitely why is that people are going to be inquiring? Because they wanted to do some course. They will not call us, right? So they will be able to call because they wanted to do some training. So when we have 1200 inquiries per a month and only 250 guys are coming, means so a lot of communication is not going back. So attending demos can happen when our call center team is working properly. When these people, the call center team is there, so these people are calling and informing them. So this is not very effective. Clear? Out of 1200, at least if you get 1000 people are attending demo means that is good. But at least it is not even, it is 1 by 4th. Only 20-25% of the people are attending, right? So 300, almost 300, 20, not 25, even 20-22% of the people are only attending the classes. Out of 22 to 22 and 15% of the placements. So the big gap you can identify in the process is inquiries to converting these people into attending demo. So who's failing in this process? You can identify call center is not properly doing. So people who are calling you and informing saying that we have a demo tomorrow, please attend. So those people are not effective or they are not communicating with the students properly. So that is the reason why we are not able to target. So you can fix the process by seeing the funnel chart in which area we are not properly working. So like that, you should be able to fix the problems in a given processes because this is, getting the inquiries, attending the demo, follow-ups, enrollments, lot of things we are going to be having. So which process I need to fix? So if you wanted to understand, you need to take this kind of a data and use with the funnel chart. Yeah, am I clear? So you don't have anything else here. And when the business contains multiple processes and identify bottlenecks in any processes. Clear? So now similar to bar chart only, rarely we get this type of data. Remember this. So rarely we get this type of data. It is similar to bar charts, but you can see some more things and some more information in this chart. We rarely use this kind of a charts. Okay. But if somebody asks you, what is the purpose of a funnel chart means to identify the bottlenecks in the given process of your company, right? So now I wanted to discuss about customized tooltip, right? So how to create a tooltip, let me just go there and I wanted to create a tooltip. So let me just go back and I wanted to have some category wise sales. Let me drag and drop category. I wanted to have a sales amount, right? So let me just increase this and give the border and everything. Click on this. Now, you know what is a tooltip. I need not tell you. When you mouse over it, you will be able to know category name, right? Sum of sales amount, right? So when you mouse over it, you will be able to know clothing. You will be able to know the accessories. This is what is called by default tooltip. So this one, whatever you're able to see in the black box, that I wanted to change, right? I don't want to show you the default tooltip. I would like to modify this, right? If you wanted to modify, first you have to create a tooltip. Clear? So how to create a tooltip? First of all, you need to go to a new page. So this will be page number 5 will be tooltip page, right? So you can go to the page size. Now, what kind of a, it is a page number is 5. What kind of a page you want it to be? You can change the settings and everything here, right? So it is a page number 5. Go to pages, canvas settings, and a lot of things are available in this. So allow use as a tooltip. So there is this page we can use allow use as a tooltip page. Okay, it'll get reduced, and this page we can use in the wherever you would like to have it. So page number 5, or you can say tooltip page, whatever you would like to have it. And this is what you have to use it. Now, before that, what I'm trying to do, I have to go to this new page and click on this. So in this, I wanted to just enlarge this page. So in this, I wanted to have some tooltip. What is a tooltip I would like to have it? So I wanted to take a line chart. So tooltip I need to have what is the profit and what is the sale, something like that, a tax amount and some data I would like to have. So Let me just go and take what is the information I would like to give here. So I want to have what is the profit we got it, right? Now just go back, and in this I wanted to decrease the values, right? 20, and increase the font. Not increase the font, give the borders and everything. So this is the sum of profit, and control C and control V. I wanted to also have what is the tax we paid. This is the tax I paid, and here, and I wanted to take one chart like this, and this is a line chart, year wise, order date wise, sales year wise. I would like to have them sales amount. So like that, I wanted to have and go data labels and everything is on. So small data labels, and this is what I made it on, right? Now one page I have created, and I went to the new page. After that, what I have done, I click on this. Now click on page information. I made it allow as a tooltip page. That is what I have done it, so that it is reduced. So this is step number one. Then afterwards, normally whatever you wanted to have, I have taken. So that is what I have created here. Now let me delete this page. This page I wanted to show as part of this tooltip. Right? When you click on here, and when you go to the general and okay, now when you go to this page, when you click on this, you will be able to get, when you go here, there is a tooltip page as part of general. When you go here, when you click on the tooltip, so there is a report page. Okay, and there is a page number 5. So page number 5, you should be able to take as a tooltip page. Okay, so that is what I would like to use, and mouse over it. So you will be able to get the tooltip. So when you go there, the actual sales is this much, and the sum of profit is 11.49, 2.2. When you go there, the actual sales is this much, and sum of profit and sum of tax is this much. When you go there, it is changing. Have you seen? So this is how you should be able to create your own tooltip that you can just call. But remember, this page you need to hide. When you go to the, when you deploy this will be shown to the customers. This page you have to hide it. So you can click on the hide it. So as soon as you deploy, this page will not be shown to the customer, but whenever they go, they will be able to see the tooltip like this. This page will be hidden, so they will be able to find out page number 1, page number 2, page number 3, page number 4. It will be shown there, but you're hiding this page now, right? So this page will be hidden, so that when you deploy this project, so nobody knows that the tooltip you have created, that you're able to use it. How to use it? So first go to create a tooltip, then come here and click on this, and go to general, and there is a tooltip. So when you come to the tooltip, there is a page. Which page is the which page number 5 is the tooltip page. That simply you automate it. You come down, you should be able to mouse over it. You can get like this. Okay, all the values are going to change as per the your requirement. So this is what is called customization of a tooltip. Okay, so the later we'll talk about visualizing a tabular data. Okay, so and map data. If you wanted to show the map and everything, So these are pretty much simple. So I will give you the tabular data video, just watch. So you can just create a table and watch it. So I'll give you this. So this is the one, table. So how to use the table, so nobody is going to be using the tables and everything. So the next one is called matrix. So if you wanted to see the data, so these are the things, this we can use it. Clear? And we have a couple of things, and one is called question and answer. So you can also ask the questions and answer to the Power BI. You will be able to, get this. So one is that you can drag and drop this, preparing a question. What question you would like to answer, you can ask. Okay, for example, I wanted to know total sales amount. That is what I am going to be asking. So now I did not, drag and drop anything. The total sales, it is going to be, giving it to you. Now you can say, turn this is into Q&A into standard visual. Click on this. Now you will be able to get like this. Okay. So you can ask a question automatically, which is going to be giving, for example, so you can drag and drop like this, or you can go here and double click on this. Anything is fine. So ask the question, what is the average, okay, sales amount? So this is the question I would like to ask. Press enter. Okay, so average sales is this much, and click on this convert. So you just go there and it's going to be converting. So whatever you wanted to ask, you can create using this, or go double click on this. You should be able to, let me tell you, region wise sales. Region wise sales, I want to know sales and profit. Region wise sales and profit, I wanted to know. So it is going to be giving you like this, region wise, blah, 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 it is going to give you, but you can give in pie chart. So you can mention like that. So automatically, what is that? So double click on this, you can mention. So region wise sales, okay. Region wise sales in pie chart. So something like that you can mention. It should be able to create a pie chart, and why it is not coming? It'll come. Make sure it is going to giving you in this. Okay. So you just verify this, you will be able to get none. Just work on this. You will be able to get a beautiful chart so that you can create, but this is for the end users to use it, not we, right? So then we have a few more chart, decomposition tree, and we have some more charts are the metrics preview, and we have a paginated report. If you wanted to create a table report, this is what is called paginated. Paginated means people are going to be dragging and dropping what kind of a report? These reports. Okay. So when you drag and drop a table, that is not sufficient, because paginated report, most of the time, people are going to be using for the printing purpose. Okay, you need to do the page setup and everything properly. If you create a simply a table report and send it to them, and the customer wanted to take a printout of the report, and 3 columns will be in the first page, next 2 columns will be in the second page, that is not a paginated report. Paginated report means it has to fit in the page. Whenever you take the printout, it has to be fit in the page, the actual page sizes and everything, the margins and everything, you need to have it properly. And you also take some printouts. You need to also take some printout, and you need to test it, everything is properly coming or not. So paginated reports most of the time will be the table reports. Clear? You will have a so connect to report, and you should be able to have them. So paginated reports are not very good in the Power BI. So paginated reports are, can be performed in the SSRS level, because SSRS is going to be used to create a paginated reports. So lot of times we are going to be getting monthly bank statements, monthly credit card statements, all of them where you don't have the visualizations. Do you see visualizations in the credit card bills? Or do you see bank statements? Do you see any kind of a visualizations? We never see. Most of the time we see a table, right? So SSRS is good in that. So Power BI is bad in created a page-related reports. Power BI is good in creating a lot of visuals. So you have much more visuals. We have a 200 plus visualizations are available, but in SSRS, that is also from Microsoft, it is not good in creating a lot of visualizations, right? So SSRS is good in creating a page-related report, so that if the customer wanted to take a printout, the page setup and everything has to be there. Page-related report means completely a table report. That is what you need to understand. And you need to have a width, margin, and everything has to be set up for the page. When you go to MS Word, okay, when you go to MS Word, you will be able to find out these settings and everything are very, very important. So when you go, it will be a page layout and a page setup over there, right? So what are the margins, left side, bottom side, what is the orientation, lot of things we're going to configure. So whenever you take a printout, it has to appear properly, right? What is the, A4 size, A5 size of the paper, A6 is in, all these are the margins and you need to set up properly so that whenever you type any document, so computer can show you clearly, but the problem comes when you take a printout. It is not going to show you properly. So these margins and everything you need to set up properly before taking a printout. Okay, so page unit reports, when they ask, you can tell them that. So we are not using SSRS where we have created a lot of page unit reports by other teams. So you can tell them that we are not using much more. Chalo. So I'll upload one video on the tabular data. Then Monday you don't have class. Then Tuesday we'll talk about geography data, how to visualize the geography data and everything. So that will be the last class for the November people. And SSIS is started, guys. Yesterday, the demo got over, and today 9:30 SSIS class is going to start. And you don't miss this class because based on your request only I have started. And after that, if you drop means it does not make any sense, right? You attend 9:30's SSIS class today, and it will be 25 days. And Power View is not very important. Hardly you will get one or two questions. What is it drilling down? What is it drilling through? Something like that. So apart from that, you don't get any questions in the Power View. Power View is just practice once and leave it. So what are the important topics in Power BI means Power BI service and DAX. So Power BI service and DAX, these concepts I'm going to be taking for the December batch, guys. So don't worry about it. And November batch, people asked me a question. So how to use the data from store procedures and everything. So that is also I'm going to be taking. So once this Power View topics gets over, okay. So we may have one or two topics. So that people have asked it. So that is also I'll include. Chalo guys. Any other questions? So Monday you don't have any class, remember.